Hi!
Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to our recap of Dare You to Death, episode 3.
I'm very excited because I reworked my whole murder board because there was a lot of shit happening and it was a mess. So my murder board is like flawless right now. It's beautiful.
Great.
Also, episode 3.
Episode 3, I
Episode 3.
texted to you, I was like,
Is that a
episode
new
3,
record?
shit
Aside
happens.
from the ones where they fucking like the first episode, is this a new record?
I'd say so, I think. Like, yeah, unless like it happened in like the first episode.
Yeah, like I'd
Like,
say so.
outside of that, where
Yeah.
you like starts off with like a fling or something, or like established
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, like, meeting in episode 1,
Yeah.
and then, having it all, play out at the end of this episode. Yeah, I'd say so.
I say it's some sort of record.
As it should be. Because honestly, a lot of people were mad about this, actually. On Twitter,
Really?
they thought it was moving too fast.
Guys, it moves faster every single time we clock in. So like,
there were two reasons, or I guess, excuse. I don't know what the term would be, but like there were two reasons behind it, I guess.
Yeah.
One is that there were only 10 episodes.
Oh yeah. So this is technically the episode 5 of a 14 episode run.
Yes. And two is that both Kamin and Jade are like in their early to mid 30s.
Yeah.
So like,
they're not wasting any time.
They don't wait around. They don't do the high school, university, like, oh, shy, take like forever to do stuff. They're adult. They're full grown adults. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're clearly enjoying it.
Exactly. Let them enjoy it.
Anyway, how was your week this week?
Well, I didn't do much on account of being mentally incapacitated. What did I do? I was at work for a couple days, but it's much less than Christmas. Thank fuck. I needed a couple days. But not thank fucking the fact that I do need money to pay off my credit card because of Christmas. I really went a little crazy during Christmas, and now I'm kind of fucked over. Let's see. What else? I finished playing Split Fiction with my best friend. We started playing it on PS5, and we finished it, kind of. There are still trophies we have to do, and there's still, like, kind of like an extra extremely hard level that's hidden in one of the sections of the game that we just missed. And so I was thinking of going back and trying that, but she was like, I don't know, we might end up, like, killing each other, because, like, apparently, like, it took like months for someone to actually beat it, and when they did, the creators sent them like an actual like full video going, hey, you beat this, we didn't think anyone was gonna. So like, I'm like, yeah, that might be we might murder each other if it's that difficult. But it sounds really good. I think it involves lasers and being very slow about where you go. So like, yeah, I could end up screaming. It was very fun though. I high key recommend it. If you want to play it. Also, if you need someone to play with, I'm so down. Because it's a 2-player game, so it's very fun. The graphics are fucking beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely one of my new favorite games. It's very cool. What else happened this week? I've started a Magician's Rewatch. Having just rewatched / watched it, if you want to be like. However, the last episode I was on before I started the rewatch was season 5, episode 3, and every time I thought about the end of season 4, my whole soul cracked in two, and I can't go back to it. Every time I think about it, I get like like I feel like I'm on the verge of a breakdown every time I think about it. So I'm now in season 1 again, where everything's fine, kinda. But better than it was in season 4. So like, I'm in the happy place if you want to be if you want to be specific. We don't need any of that negativity in my life right now, at least. I've also bought the full series on DVD though. I got that at Best Buy. It's on its way. Oh no, I got it at Walmart. I don't know. I got it online somewhere, and it says it's a full series. But also, whenever I saw this like cover on like Amazon or something, it said it was like seasons 1 through 3, which honestly I will take as a full series. I'd rather have 1 through 3 and not think about 4 through 5. But I don't know. It's coming. We'll see what happens. But it was only $25 for like 5 whole seasons of the show on DVD, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty good pricing. Usually it's like $25 for 1 season on Google Play, so I'd rather like have it for free on like, you know, streaming sites and stuff like that, which I do, and then have it on DVD just in case it's taken off any streaming sites. I need it. I need to own it, you know? I feel like I do that with shows, because like people have mentioned to me that they do that with video games. Like my best friend does that with video games. Like it's the reason she doesn't like the Switch 2, I think, is because it's only like the online store. There's no like physical copies of games and stuff. And she was like, hell no, because she wants to like own it, like in physical copy, because then you never know. They could pop up and be like, actually, we don't own this anymore, so you don't own this anymore, and kind of like take it away from your device. Like they could do that whenever they fucking wanted. So I see now, like I was always like, yeah, I guess, because I only really do like online downloads and stuff like that on, or non-physical downloads on my PS5. So I didn't really like fully get it. I get it now. It's with TV shows I do that. I do that with TV shows all the time. Like I could get How I Met Your Mother on Hulu whenever I wanted, right? But I have the full series on DVD. I was like, just in case. I'm gonna hoard it over here in the corner. So I did that. What else did I do? I've literally not done anything. I've just been reading fan fiction for like the last week. I literally, if you scroll, like I was scrolling through my history, like trying to find something for my friend while we were at work. Scrolling through, it was like AO3, 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 just like consistent fanfiction links all the way through my history. And she was like, "You've been busy." I was like, I have indeed been busy. I've been so busy that I made it to the end of the ship that I ship on the Magician's tag in AO3, and I've had to start over at the beginning of the pages and go through the same fix again. I've never done that before. There's always been too many, but now there's like too little. And it makes me want to write a fic again, so I've been thinking about it, but we shall see. Nothing has happened aside from that, I think. I do need to clean my room. Oh, my ring light crapped out last night. So that's fun. Because I've been using that for light instead of my gigantic ass box lights that I have to set up all the time. And I've been loving it because my friend at work gave it to me. She's like, I had one and I don't need it. Do you want it? And I was like, yes. But apparently it's not like, I think it's just a random ring light she got for free from somewhere. Because it crapped out. Every time I tried to push the button, it would go blink and then turn off, blink and then turn off. And it wouldn't stay on. So I threw it against my cabinet out of rage. And I bought a new one at Best Buy that I could pick up tomorrow. So that's infuriating. I had to do my Dare You to Death without my ring light yesterday. So it is darker than usual. But whatever. I can lighten it up in post. So yeah, that's all the fun shit that's been happening to me this week. How was your week, Ben?
I went on a Tinder date.
Oh, bitch! Tell me more.
The reason I'm telling you more is because it didn't really go well.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's Tinder.
Well, yeah. So this new year, I decided to do like all sorts of things. I'm back on the keto diet. I went to the gym, and I re-downloaded Tinder. Literally last week, I went on a Tinder date. It was very awkward.
Oh God.
Because the guy was giving me nothing to work with. Like it. I'm normally like the shy, quiet one in the conversation.
Yeah.
But when I'm the one who keeps trying to talk and start something, and it just kind of gets like constantly shut down, it's like I can work with nothing.
No.
We ended up going bowling, and he pretty much stayed silent the entire time. He won. He was getting struck. Like, oh, good job. I was cheering, clapping, being like, oh, shit, I suck or whatever. And like making comments.
Yeah.
Nothing. Then we went to Subway, ordered a sandwich, and then we left, and it was the end.
Fuck. That's not
so
good.
Yeah, it was not great. Which is why I can bring it up, because as soon as I got home, I did unmatch, and we're done with that.
Yeah.
So
I would be too.
Yeah. So it wasn't great, but you know what? I'm doing new things. I'm getting
there.
Out
you
there,
go. Try new things.
Yeah, and that was that. Personal life. But D&D friendship life. It's so the new episode. Actually, currently it just I think released, and I can't watch till after we record and edit this, and then so I'll watch it later. But like, I'm so excited for this episode because it's the acting challenge. I love the acting challenge.
Ooh, the acting challenge.
And like, it's so good because they take scenes, I think, from like D&D show. Like, I think in the trailer I saw Your Sky, Next Prince, Kamjira. Oh. Like, so I'm like, this is so fun. Like, I'm so excited. And like, okay, so there's that. But the previous episode I watched, it was, I don't know what the challenge was. It was like, hey, we're sitting down and talking to Namping and like talking about life. Um, it was kind of like a mini therapy, I guess. And one of the guys. So okay, first off, I now have two ships. Two ships now.
Oh gosh.
So the second ship is the two people who joined later.
Okay.
They're my second ship, and they had a whole dramatic ass conversation on like the roof. Like it literally felt like something out of a BL series. It was great. Where like one of them is like, the point of the show is to meet people and like, meet people, see how you connect with them. That's the point of the show. That's what I want to do. And the other guy like literally point blank told him, I know you can go meet everyone you want, and then but I'm picking you no matter what.
Oh, that's really nice.
It is like they say shit like that, and I'm just like, it's like.
That's cute.
That's happening with my second couple. Cute. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but like, I really want like everyone wants it to happen. Like literally every time like one of them's with someone else, they're always like, so are you two gonna pick each other? Because like I feel like that's gonna happen. So they like call them out, and I'm just like, I don't know.
That sounds really good. It's like Love Island, but for actors and in Thailand.
Literally, that is DMD friendship. You need to fucking watch it. I'm telling you.
I really need to fucking watch it.
Anyway, but with my main ship.
Okay.
So they sent letters to each other. Because like at the end of like the day, you send a letter to someone, and they sent letters to each other. It was great. They were all very smiley. One of them received 2 letters, but said that the one that the guy I want him with sent, like made him really like blush and his face turn red, and it was great. So like I'm really into that. But there is a bit of a but, because during the therapy session or whatever, he said he's torn between 2 people. I know.
No.
And I heard last week the streets were saying it wasn't gonna happen. My ship wasn't gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
That's what the streets were saying.
Not the streets.
And so now, I'm very stressed now. I really, really, really hope they're paired for the acting challenge. Because I've seen them in both acting stuff, and they're both great actors.
Yeah.
So if they win that, they get to spend friendship time together. And like it would almost cement it, because I'm pretty sure the episode after this is gonna be when they pick partners. So I'm like, it's crunch time. I'm stressing, and yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm stressed. What I might do is, I think it's coming out on, actually they changed it, it's coming out on Friday this week. Whenever they reveal the partners, what I'm gonna do, excuse me, is I'm gonna send you a video of myself watching it. You won't know what's happening on TV, but right when it's about to pick partners, you will see how I freak out about it. And I will send that to you, and it'll be great.
Please
or
do.
Horrible, I don't know, but I will have a very big visceral reaction.
Please do.
I'm pretty sure, I think it was in season 1, when something happened, I was like, what the fuck? I literally verbally screamed, what the fuck?
Oh god.
So, yeah. Anyway, Dare You to Death, episode 3. We start off with Tonkla at the garage, I guess he works at.
Yeah.
And he's taking a picture, selfie, and his boss is like, you done? And he's like, yeah, can I get some money first? And he's like, no, it's not the end of the month yet. And he's like, oh, but I have an activity I need to pay for. And he's like, nah. And then gives him the keys, but he misses it. And he can throw this to him. Then we cut to Tonkla driving. On his phone.
He has stolen the car. Yep. Not stolen, but like borrowed.
Yeah, he hit someone and drives away.
Yep. And I was like, oh, motherfucker. I was like, first of all, like, what the fuck? But then it flashes to him in the present, looking at I was like, oh, this is the blackmail. This is the blackmail in his letter.
Which is funny, because when we see the full letter, it doesn't mention anything about this.
No, here's what I think Here's what I think. I think occasionally it does have to do with stuff in the letter, whatever. But I think the primary use of the pictures, the video, whatever the media is that is sent with the letters is kind of like insurance that they won't tell the cops because they're too afraid to get in trouble for the thing that is sent in the letter.
Okay, I see.
I think that's what my current theory is on what the stuff that's sent with a letter is.
And I'm also pretty sure I was correct about my theory about the dare card. So
watching it, I was like, damn, yeah, he's right. 100%.
Yeah, so Tom Clyde is watching the video of that, and he's like, oh, shit. And then we cut to Jade and come in looking at the forensics of TARS. And they're saying that what concerns me is that we also found ketamine and cynoceladine. I think.
Hang on, let me pull this up.
Phenyceladine, I think, is what it is.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the ketamine is the prevalent thing here because
ketamine.
Yes, because he didn't have it in his bag at all. It wasn't on him.
So that must have been what the Smiles struck him with.
Correct.
Jade suggests that this must be some personal revenge motive.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut to their murder board, and Cummins says that it's most likely someone from the Avengers Club.
Yes. I'll tentatively agree. Just in case there's someone else that pops up that we don't know yet.
Because I still think I'm now more convinced than other, based off specifically the end of this episode, that someone is doing this to avenge Fi. Or Fa.
100%. I agree.
Like, it's always about Fa, is what they kept saying every time they kill someone new. And I don't think whoever killed Fi?
Fi?
Is it Fi? Oh, Fi.
Wait, Fi. Yeah.
Who's Fi? I don't know. I'm not getting into that.
Fi! That's Fi! That's her full name. It's Fi.
Whoever killed Fi may have been one of the 6 or 7 or whoever.
Yes. But whoever, but here's the thing. I was thinking about it the other way. I think that whoever's doing the Smiles killings could very well be one of the 6 or whatever. But the person who killed Fi, maybe not. I don't know. Or the other way. I honestly, right now, for me in my brain, it's either or. I don't think one is going one way or stronger than the other, but I need a lot more information first.
Right now, I believe
we could not meet someone. Me too.
Okay. Good.
I came to that conclusion by the end too. I was like, oh, there's 2. So I have to rework my murder board. I was like, oh, fuck. So I spent some time last night just it was 12:30 at night when I finished, but I was like, well, I have to do this or else I'm not doing it at all. So I just reworked my entire murder board with 2 killers on it.
You're right. And Cummins says the reason he thinks it's someone from the Avengers Club is because of the Truth or Dare game, because that's the game they like to play.
There was the Truth or Dare game, yeah. Which is why it could very well be someone from the group if it's a Smiles killer.
It could, or it could be someone who knew they played Truth or Dare. Like, a lot of people play Truth or Dare.
Maybe. True, a lot of people play Truth or Dare.
And so then they agree to assign people to watch the other members of the Avengers Club. And the girl there is like, even your younger brother? And he's like, yeah. But Cummins like, no, don't worry, we can keep an eye on him. But Jay's like, no. Then people will think he's getting special treatment. But Cummins is like, no, I want to do it so he trusts us so I can get info from him.
I have a random ass theory.
What's your random ass theory?
What if Fi's alive? Is getting vengeance for herself.
See, I thought that.
It's an option!
Especially based on the whole prank thing. But I'm also like, why would she go around literally killing people as a prank?
Well, there's the prank. Yeah. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's why they set up the prank to dose everybody so that she could enact something that
That's one thing. I think she might be behind the drugging of everyone else.
Yeah, I believe that.
But then something happened where someone may have came in and did something to her.
Well, what if that was her opportunity? Maybe she used that opportunity. She's like, hey, let's do a fun thing. Let's drug everybody. Let's shits and giggles. And that was her opportunity to be to fake her death and for everyone to wake up seeing that she's dead. What if she did a Romeo and Juliet thing where she took something that made her seem dead and the guy is in on it at the medical examiner's office? there's an option there.
I mean, I'm not completely against that, I will be honest, because I did start thinking that this episode, but my only big question is faking your death to the point and then killing your friends a prank?
No, the prank would be to dose them. She convinced Shireen it was a prank to dose them and be like, let's make everyone fall asleep early. But really, it was her opportunity to fake her death without her telling anyone else that was happening.
Like, actually fake her death, or like as a prank to be like, haha, I'm
no,
dead.
Not as a prank. She wanted to use this opportunity, fake her death, so that she could go around as Smiles and kill the people that wronged her.
So you think she Smiles?
Possibly. That's an option. Because the voice cracked. It said, "Did you rate?"
That's true. Yeah, the voice does crack whenever Fi is mentioned.
And what if we'll get into it later, but like, what if the person that Belle pushed into getting an abortion, that it says on there, pressured into getting an abortion or whatever, if that's what happened, what if that was Fi? And she's angry at what happened, and she didn't want it to actually. In retrospect, she's like, I didn't want to get an abortion, but you kind of pressured me into it, kind of thing. There could be a lot of blood on everyone else's hands that Fi is like fucking done with.
I don't hate that theory, because I was thinking that Fi is somehow involved in this, and like maybe she is actually alive, and like I don't know if she Smiles though.
I don't know. I'll take it.
My question is, what happened to the body then? Like, I feel
as I said, the medical examiner might be in on it. He wasn't there today. He was doing something else. I don't know.
I mean, so far he's only been in one scene out of 3 episodes, so let's
true.
True. That is a theory, and I don't hate that theory. I do actually think that's really interesting, so I will definitely pin that for later.
Yeah, but it's an option.
Yeah, that's more of a we need more pointing to this. So we'll put that at like the far corner of the murder board, like in the
It's
back.
all conjecture right now.
Yes, but let's focus on what the evidence points to.
Yes.
I think would be good.
I have no evidence.
I do like that theory.
I have no evidence towards who killed Pu-Fi right now. I just have evidence on who Smiles might be.
And then come in and invites Jay to go to the forensics with them. Which is very different, because last time he said like, oh, you can come or stay, I don't care. Now it's like he's inviting him.
He's like, why don't you like
yeah. But before that, Jay gives him the contract for staying in his place. And he's like, I'm not signing this. Number 18 says I can't do work when I'm at home. And he's like, well, no, you can still talk about it, but like, it's just like, I want, when you're at home, you relax, you rest. And he's like, I'll read it later and sign it.
I was like, that feels like, and like, obviously, but like, I was like, that feels more of like a couple thing, putting that like, no work at home, like well, home is for our resting.
That's the point. He wants to.
I know that's the point.
Jay has always talked to come in about work. He wants to get to know him better. So he's
like, well, this is a good way to do it. It's like, bestie, if you think you're being sly about that, no.
Yeah. But then we meet another doctor who's I forgot his name.
I know the last tap is Khan.
Cancun.
There we
go.
Khun. Cancun. There we go. Okay.
So we meet Cancun and come in, meets him for the first time. They shake hands. Jade is extremely jealous and rips their hands apart.
Yeah. He literally is staring at like what the fuck between them. Like he's like in the middle. It's like it's giving it's you and me and you, just us and your friend Steve. And he's like, get the fuck away. Right. I picked this one already. Go away.
Yeah. And we see Cancun. We're over Tar's body. And he's like, there was mostly food and alcohol in there. But more importantly, he gives Kamen a file. And it says ketamine. Outside of the marijuana, ketamine was found around the victim's face and upper respiratory.
Yes.
I believe the killer used ketamine to induce hallucinations.
And to make him like immobile and shit. And like, fair enough. Like that is some fast acting shit. I think like they made sure it acted fast. Because he like the second it was on him, he was like, what? Like
yeah. And we saw it got like hallucinatory when he did it.
Yeah.
But then Jade asked, why would the killer make him hallucinate before they killed him? And Tankun says probably wanted to make him lose control of his body.
Yep.
I also think it makes it easier for Smiles to ask about whatever they want to ask. Like, truth or dare, and they're more likely to be receptive and like confused and be like, "What? Sure, yeah, truth, whatever."
Yeah. Drunk words are sober thoughts, so it's kind of like he's acting in like a truth serum kind of aspect.
Yeah. Then he asks come in for his line ID, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I don't have line ID. I'll give you my email instead." And come in leaves, and Jay's like, after all these years, you never asked for my line ID, and he's like, "Yeah, because I don't want to talk to you."
Yeah, because I don't want to talk to you. Like, literally.
I will say, I do appreciate Cummins' like boldness. Like, he is very upfront. He's
savage, yeah.
He asked for someone's line ID over a dead body.
Over a dead body. Yeah, I mean, I was like, fair enough. He's just shooting a shot. I mean, like, you can't play. He doesn't have any like indication that he's taken or that like fucking Jade is hitting on him at all. He's just like, ooh, cute guy. We'll ask. Fair enough.
Yeah. So then Jade asks him in for his email as they're walking. And he's like, why do you want it? And he's like, well, we work together. I need to contact you. And so he takes the phone. And it's revealed he does have line ID.
He's like, you bitch, you do have. He's like, yeah, maybe.
And he gives it to him.
Oh my god.
So at this point, Cummins already interested. Like, I want to say maybe it must have happened last episode, because I feel like this episode he's been very like flirty with him.
Yeah, honestly. There's been a different. They seem to have leveled up a little bit.
Yeah. But then we get a call from Commander Dawn, who pretty much scolds them for not solving the case yet.
Jesus fucking, it's not been that long, and also if you rush shit, if you speed shit up, then it's guaranteed to either spook the killer or take it much longer. Like what do you want us to do? If we go careful and cautious, it'll be solved eventually. If we don't, then we're fucked and the whole thing is ruined. Like, what do you want here? Like,
right. And also, like, Cummins even says, like, we did find out big information. We found this is a serial murder. Did. Like, we know who the targets are. Like, we know who the like, we found a good amount of information.
We know shit. And he was like, well, if you don't go faster, I'm gonna assign someone else. I'm like, oh great, because that will make it take longer. Yeah. Having someone else re-familiarize themselves with a case that they weren't on this whole time, that's gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah. So
this guy
Commander
sucks.
Dawn is like, look, you have a week to give me some sort of update. But if I have something, you don't need to solve the case, but like something, which I did appreciate. He's not just asking them to solve the case in a week or whatever, or 3 days. How much was it? A week? 3 days?
I swear it's not been that long.
Regardless, it was a while. But he also adds in to stop investigating the MP's son.
No. If the lead's there, it leads there, and if he's fucking innocent, he's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. And we see come in do the Arthur fist as Jade takes his hand and tries to calm him down to get him out of the room. So they're back in their office looking at the murder board. Jade suspects that Toklant is definitely hiding something, and come in says so is Shireen and Champ.
Yep.
Which I agree. Everyone's hiding something.
Everyone's hiding something.
Yeah. And come in says he's more interested in what the killer's motive is.
Me too. And I don't, like, honestly, depending on who it is, I don't fucking know. Like,
because he says he kind of maps it out what we know so far. It started with Pu-Fi, then Tar, who raped Pu-Fi, and then he's dead. So it's like it all leads back to Pu-Fi.
It does.
Which we know, and in this episode, it also all the murder that happened later leads back to Pu-Fi.
Interesting.
I'm wondering if it's going to be a thing where like maybe like some other third part. I'm thinking like Ken or the doctor from the last episode is maybe like her brother or something.
Maybe
that's one. I'm leaning more towards that because I don't think the Avengers are.
His name is Puth, and we do know in Thai.
Okay, I figured it out. It's Pooh. Wait, Pooh? Yeah,
Puth.
It's Puth. Puth and Pu-Fi!
That's what I'm fucking saying! In Thai
families! Sounds like eerily similar.
Yes! Literally, that does sound very similar. That's a very big possibility. That is definitely conjecture, but based on like what we know about Thai BLs and the amount of kids that have similar fucking names in this show too with Jade and Jay. So like there's a possibility. It's a possibility.
I'm convinced that he's like secretly her brother and he's doing this.
Ooh, that's a possibility.
Okay, that's my big thing. That's my outside the Avengers guess. There's still the inside club that I would like to get, that I have a guess too. So of course they go back to talk to Champ again. And this time they ask about Pufai. And she's like, yeah, we were staying out here, we were staying at her place, you know, I returned all our stuff. And come in clocks Shireen's jacket that's there.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Jay starts asking about if he knew anything that Tar did to Pufai. And he's like, I don't know. I didn't do anything. And Kamin's like, you should cooperate with us. Your girlfriend's the one who died.
Yeah.
Is there anything
you're
very
much
from us?
Doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about the deaths that are happening. At least not outwardly.
That we see.
Like, yeah.
So, then he's like, you know what? I'm not saying anything until I get my lawyer here.
God,
and Kamin's like, you know, usually the people who avoid cooperating are the ones who are guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's fine if you don't want to. You know, that's fine. We'll uncover the truth. And if you are guilty, then your dad's name can't do shit to save you.
Exactly. Bitch.
And he kind of goes for Kamin, but then Kamin kind of, you know, quickly grabs his arm and twists it around.
Yeah, bro.
And that's when Jade pulls him out. Because he's like, okay, too much, too far.
Yeah. And he was like, my dad will hear about this. You're gonna get sued. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker. We've reached the MP, the what's his face? The main boss is gonna be really fucking annoyed at you. He's gonna be like, I told you to stay away from him, and now you're fucking assaulting him. And he's like, I'm not assaulting him. He tried to assault me. Self-defense.
Yeah. And then Jay's like warning him to like be careful, especially with him. And then he says, he's like, you know, if something happens to you, like, what would I do if something happens to you?
What would I do?
And he's like, I'd be all right. Like, he's like, I'm fine. I can take care of myself.
No, but like literally, like any other like moment, like especially like by episode 3, but every other moment, I would have been like, he would have been like, shut the fuck up, like you'll go on or some shit. But he was literally like, I'll try to take better care of myself. Like after he said that, and I was like, ooh, bitch, like that's basically like a, yeah, okay, sir, whatever. Like bro, that's crazy. He didn't answer with sarcasm.
Yeah. But then we cut back to Tonghua at the garage, and he pulled out his truth or dare letter.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls Shireen. They agreed to meet up, but she didn't show, and she explained the cops were everywhere. I couldn't get in.
It was the club. He was waiting for her he was on the phone at the club outside. He was waiting for her there. Why? At the club too. It was I'm wondering if like, I don't know, because like he wouldn't have picked that place. So why is what I'm saying. Like he would have never picked up. She might have maybe like, I'll meet you here at this place. He probably called her being like, I need to speak to you because he got this fucking letter with her name on it that needed to be circled, and he wanted to talk to her first or some shit. And then she just didn't show up because there were cops everywhere. So, I have shit to say.
Yeah. And he asks, can you come see me today? It's important. And she's like, Pufai and Tar are dead. Like, aren't you scared? And she says, look, if you have anything to say, just say now. And he says, on the day Pufai died, what drugs did you trade with her?
It's like, what?
And we flash back, and we do in fact see Pufai gives Shireen something.
Yes. Something liquid.
Yes. And she just says it's nothing. And he's like, look, tell me. Even if you did something to Pufai, I won't blame you. And she says, I told you I didn't do anything. Like, it's nothing.
Then you gotta tell me the truth.
And he says, if you don't tell me the truth, and something happens to you next, I won't be able to help you out this time, girl.
Yeah. Literally. Because, like, that is him saying, there's something that you're hiding. I have a choice, and I have to make it, and the fact that you're lying to me is making it a little easier to make that choice.
And this is where she reveals. She's like, well, Pufai asked me to prank everyone.
And the second she said that too, I was like, pranking her, what the fuck? But I was like,
yeah. And she's like, I never thought she would actually die, but I didn't do anything.
They don't actually know her cause of death, like the drugs that did it. So she might think that she like actually could have like, or she could actually be dead because of this shit that they put in everyone's drinks.
And he's like, okay, I'll protect you. And we see that Ken took a picture of him. And then we cut to the office where he comes in and he's asked where Jade is. And he's like, oh, he's in the showers. And so Ken gives him the pictures of all the suspects that everyone took. And he pulls them out. And he says students at the university say that Belle doesn't have many friends. And she always gets in fights.
Yeah.
And Champ and Shireen, Sergeant Chai followed them, but they go home as usual. So there's a picture of the three of them hanging out. Which I was like, interesting. They're hanging out.
Which three?
Champ, Shireen, and Belle. But also, wait.
Oh, what?
Jinkies. So, in the picture,
yep,
Belle is wearing the jacket because in this scene, I didn't pick up at first, but in this scene, he looks at the picture, and then it flashes back to the jacket.
It flashes back.
And it cuts back, and I'm like,
I was like, yeah, we already thought that. You already flashed back to her wearing it before. Oh my god. I did not pick up on that. Fuck. Oh.
So, Belle's jacket.
Is Champ just fucking everybody?
He might be. That's the secret. That's his real secret, is that he's fucking everyone in the group. He's fucking all the Avengers. God.
He's fucking all
He's fucking all the Avengers.
I never thought I'd say that in my life.
That's this episode.
He's fucking all the Avengers.
Fucking all the... He might be. We know he was dating Phi. Shireen, there's heavy influence, and same with Belle. Like...
Mm-hmm. There are implications all over the place.
Well, it is weird, because the three of them were hanging out together, and Belle was wearing the jacket we last saw Shireen wear in the previous episode. And the jacket ended up in Champ's place.
Yeah.
But it seems like what Ken describes is that, like, no, what happened was that they parted ways. Like, Belle went off on her own, and then Champ and Shireen went home. So did Belle, who we last saw wearing the jacket, did she end up going to Champ?
Very well could have been. Because how would it have ended up there?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, that's just my jacket thoughts. Then Ken says, Time and Jay, they have activities, they're popular, they're good looking, so nothing suspicious that we saw from them. But he does bring up Tom Claw, who worked at the garage, and saw him on the phone looking tense, and heard him say, I won't be able to protect you, girl, if you don't tell me the truth.
Yeah.
And he's like, girl. So it was
he said girl?
Girl.
It's either Belle or Shireen, and we know who it is.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, give me all his call records, I want to know who he was talking to. And again, he lingers back on that picture of the three of them with her Belle in the jacket.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see what the fuck's going on there.
So Belle visited Champ at some point. Maybe she was hiding when they went to visit him. Like she was in the room.
She could have been. She could have been hiding. If her jacket was still there, 100%. Or if the jacket. I don't know whose fucking jacket it is. It's making its rounds. It's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Jacket.
Yeah. So then, enters the showers or bathroom. I didn't realize they have showers in a police station, but I guess I do.
Fair enough. I mean, you probably sometimes if you like shoot someone on the job or something, you get blood all over you. You might need a shower.
I mean, fair. So he comes in and Jay comes out in a towel, and he's like, "Hey, I already requested a search warrant for Pufai's house, but it might take a while." And he's like, "Look, get dressed now. We're going to investigate." And he's like, "Warrants take time." And he's like, "No, we're investigating Tonkla. We'll put a pin in Pufai for now."
Yeah. But I wonder what they'll find at Pufai's place, is my question.
That, if we find a truth or dare letter, that will answer a lot.
It will answer a lot. Well, it might answer a lot. Here's the thing. It will definitely answer the fact that that Smiles also killed Pufai.
Yes. And that it seemed like it's just one killing. It does seem like it would just be one killer then.
It would just be one, yeah.
Come in and says, Tonkla is the most suspicious right now. So stop messing around, get dressed. And Jade, being his flirty self, he's like, "Oh, does your heart race when I mess around like this?" So, come in does the only natural thing.
Yeah.
He says, "Why are you so full of yourself?" He yanks off his towel and leaves.
Literally, zero, like, shyness or embarrassment. He's just like, boop.
This was badass as fuck. I don't even care.
This was great.
Kamen walks and then walks over to Ken outside, and he place towel there. He's like, "Give this to the captain." And he's like, "What?" And so Jade, who still has a little like hand towel,
teeny tiny towel, yes. Why aren't your clothes in the fucking bathroom with you?
I saw that on Twitter where people were like, "Why do you walk out naked? Wouldn't your clothes be there?"
Yeah, like why would you walk out in just a towel in your place of work?
Yeah, well, he does. He walks out, towel, place of work, has to reach for the big towel to wrap around.
I love that. I love that he was like, "I'll give this to the captain when you see him," and like meanwhile he's like, "Would you? Can I just?" He's like reaching for it, and meanwhile he's still on his phone like, "Am I supposed to do something? You want a towel?" I'm like, it's like you did not do your job. That's okay.
Really funny.
This was so funny.
And then Jay calls come in, and he's like, "Tonkla received a letter."
How does he know? I mean, maybe Tonkla told him, and we just didn't see it.
I think he told him.
Okay.
And then we cut to Tonkla getting the shippy out of him. They come in, Jade and Jay show up, scare them off, and take him inside. And it's revealed he is in $200,000 debt from the loan sharks.
Right.
Is what he says.
Is what he says. However, in his trashed apartment, the valuables aren't really taken.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's sus.
Yeah. Come-in's like, Jay said you received a letter. And Tonkla kind of looks at Jay like, what the fuck? Like, you told them?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, like, hand it over. He gives him the letter. But not all of the letter, and we'll get there later. But
oh, yes.
Someone's missing. So Come-in inspects it. And sees a truth card. And here is what the truth card says.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true? You knew what your friends did. And you did nothing. You knew Champ cheated on exams and let him copy. You tired, drugged women and raped them. But you kept quiet in exchange for drinks. You knew Belle assaulted a girl who got close to her boyfriend.
Ooh.
You stayed silent because you liked her coming on to you. You sold out your friends for cash. You almost got me killed. But you bought your way out. People like you can be bought with money, right? So, almost got me killed.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen a possessive pronoun in any of the letters or anything like that. This person is speaking directly from them to Tonkla. You almost got me killed. So this is something we definitely need to keep in mind when we're seeing like flashbacks and getting clues about what happened in the past with all these people or whatever. Because you almost got me killed is a hell of a fucking clue once we know what it means.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know what it means. I don't know who he almost got killed.
I don't know, but we do see the picture with the scratched out faces and blood.
Here's the thing we do know. We know it's not Champ, because he's mentioned in the letter already, and not in a possessive pronoun kind of way. Tar's in there, Belle's in there. And Tonkla's in there. No, Tonkla's him. So, you almost got me killed, if we're talking about the Avengers. I'm gonna throw Pufai's name in there, just in case. Jay. Time. Shireen. These are the four possibilities here.
Very interesting.
Which means I put someone in my secondary suspects list that shouldn't be there.
That shouldn't be there?
Oh well. They shouldn't be there, because they're named in here. Yeah.
Oh well, oops.
Oops, oh well.
Yeah. Anyway, then Tonkla admits he did steal. That is true. But I didn't do the rest.
Liar.
Yeah. I don't buy that.
I do not buy that at all. He is covering his ass.
And Jay's like, so that's all, the letter says? And he's like, yeah, can you, am I done now? And he's like, look, we're trying to help you. And look, stop acting like I killed someone. I might be broke, but I'm not to go so low as to kill someone. And Commander's like, look, pack your things. You'll give your statement at the station tomorrow. I don't think you should be alone with the loan sharks and whoever this is. It's dangerous to stay alone.
Yeah. And he said, too bad, I'm gonna. And I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna? Are you not frightened at all, bro? You were gonna, they're like, okay, we'll have the police check on you every 2 hours. And I'm like, okay, well, in those 2 hours that the police aren't there, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Bro, are you dumb?
And then Jay says, look, I'll help clean up here first and I'll catch up with you guys later. So, Kamin and Jade leave. And in the hallway, Kamin's like, look, he's not telling the whole truth.
Mm-mm.
Loan Sharks came and all his valuables are there. And he doesn't have a dare letter.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, why did he lie to us? And they think he's hiding one of the letters.
He may have actually already turned it in.
I think he may have returned one of them.
Yes. He doesn't have it because he gave it already.
Yeah. So then, in the room with Jay and Tonkla, Jay's like, look, I have some savings. I can, help you pay for that. And he's like, look, are we really gonna die? And we cut to dinner with the three of them. Kamin, Jade, and Jay. And they keep asking him about if there's anything else that they know. Because they say, like, look, the less we know, the more likely it is a killer will strike again and more people will die.
The longer it takes, like, you're all going to be picked off, including you. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah. So we flash back to Tonkla talking to Jay, and he's like, look, you won't tell your brothers about this? And he pulls out the flash drive with the video. And we cut to back, and he's like, look, nothing's happening. Like, I don't know anything else. I gave you all I got.
Okay.
Then Kamin gets a call, so he has to go outside. And then some people show up with bats and metal stuff and starts beating Kamin.
But in the call, okay, this may be nothing. It may be nothing, but I wrote it down.
So it was Nikolai. Who is Nikolai?
I don't know. Here's the thing. Who was Nikolai? See,
I at first thought that it was like his American boyfriend or something, or like ex or something, and I was like, oh wait, hang on, that's an English name, sort of.
I don't know who it is, but and I don't know if this will have any merit to this at all because it seems to be more revenge based than like drug cartel based or anything like that. But he said that there's a club with a drug network connected to high-ranking officials that he's been investigating. This guy in Bangkok. So that's something. I don't know if it has any merit. I don't think it's gonna have any merit on like who did the final killing. I think it could be involved, like where they got the drugs or something like that. But I don't think it's gonna have any merit on the final suspect and the final like killer that we have. But I think it's something to note just in case. So I wrote it down with a little question mark next to it. Because high-ranking officials, we do know some of those. Champ's father is one of them. Someone else's father? I can't remember who. Or someone else's brother? I can't remember. So this is something to note at the very least.
Right. And, Kamin says, I'll handle that case. Like, I can handle that too.
Okay.
But then this is where the people come in and start attacking him. Jay comes out, helps to fight. Kamin gets cut.
Yeah.
And Jay goes like beast mode and scares him off.
Yeah, fully.
And it goes over to Tria's wounds.
And he's like staring at him. Oh my god, Kamin is just like staring down at him. Those eyes are hard eyes. Those are hard eyes if I ever seen him.
Oh yeah. And then we cut to Kamin and Jay returning home. And Jay's on the phone with Ken. He's like, don't worry, I'll handle all those bastards. Jay says, like, those people obviously meant to hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah, not just loan sharks, 100%.
Yeah. Don't they inspect the MP? Yeah, they suspect it's MP's doing.
Yeah, very well could be.
Yeah, wouldn't make sense.
It would and it happened just after he like put his hands on Champ because he was trying to get at him. So he very well could have told his father, and his father sent goons after to get him.
Yeah. Jay's like, look, you're always working. You promised you wouldn't keep talking about work here. And he's like, I didn't sign the contract yet, so I'm fine.
I promised nothing.
Yeah. So then Jay comes in, and he's like, I'm sorry you got hurt. And then they start asking more questions. And he's like, if I tell you, will you promise Tonkla won't get in trouble?
I can't promise that.
And he reveals a flash drive and what happened in the video. And we flash back and just like, how can you do that? And Tonkat's like, look, I don't have a cop brother like you or an MP dad like Champ. Like, I don't have any ties that could help me. Like, I'm screwed regardless.
True.
And it does seem like out of the whole Avengers, I guess he's probably like the poorest of them all. Like we see him work in the garage. We
we see him asking for money early. Yeah.
And then Jay asks, "Who else knows about this?" And he's like, "Champ."
And honestly, that is something, because that it kind of supports the fact of why Tar called him and was like, "Champ, what the fuck? Like, why would you send me this?" It seems that Champ very well could be the one that knows all their secrets. Like, he helped them with shit constantly. He was always the one being like, "Don't worry, I got you. I can clear this up for everybody." So that's why everyone thinks it could be Champ. I don't think it could be Champ, especially not.
I'm wondering if Champ. Actually, I'm gonna save that for later.
Okay.
Yeah, when I reveal my suspect.
Yes, same.
That kind of goes into that.
Same.
Back in with the conversation, Jay's yelling at him. He's like, "What? That's so wrong." And like, "Yeah, but if your friend was in trouble, wouldn't you help?" And he's like, "Yeah, but there are limits." And Kamin asks Jay about the dare letter that he got. And he's like, he never told me about the dare letter.
It's because he already sent it out.
Yeah, he already sent it out. So then they look at the murder board again. And they still want to know what the killer's motive is.
Yeah. At this point, we have no fucking idea.
Yeah, because we got Pufai, we got Tar, and we don't know who number 3 is yet. Well, they don't.
If we search Pufai's house and find out she did not get a letter, then the motive is definitely revenge for Pufai.
Exactly.
I am 100% putting that down.
If she has a letter.
If she has a letter, then it's like, what the absolute fuck is happening?
Then everything we've been working on needs to be thrown out. We need to start over.
Everything is gone. If she has a letter, then I have to reconverge my 2 different killers into one on the murder floor.
So Jade asks, "Who do you think the next victim is?" And Kamin says the one who seems most violent would be Belle.
Yep.
And
lo and behold,
so we put suspicious next to her name on the board, and as soon as we do, we cut.
Bro, Belle. It's like what we've kind of been deciding who dies next, because we were like, Belle's suspicious. Yes.
I mean, honestly, we're kind of in the same mind as Jade and Kamin.
Yeah, we've been. I am proud of us. We are solving this shit.
So we're like clearly on the right track.
Yes, I've never been on the right track.
Yeah. So we cut to Belle in her room, and she has the letter.
The letter. Although something is very different about this letter. It's very weird.
I noticed that, and we'll talk about that.
I was like, what the fuck?
We see the pictures of in the garage and the abortion girl, and we cut to the picture of them.
Yep.
But there's no blood, no red stuff, and the only 2 people scratched out are Pufai and Tar.
The people that have died so far, which is very weird. Like I'm trying to figure out what this inconsistency could mean, because like the last 2 letters we've gotten, everybody's face has been scratched out to high hell. And now Belle has received her letter. It almost feels like it's been sent out of order or something. Like hers was meant to be sent earlier or something. But then that doesn't make sense because of the truth or dare thing. So
yeah, we know that her, and I'm guessing Tone Claw got theirs at the very least around the same time.
Yes. So it's not going one by one.
Before, though, if I had to guess.
It doesn't seem to be going one by one. And 2, because this one feels more like, oh, 2 people are dead. You could be next. Like, but like, why the other ones all scratched up then? Oh, I want to know what this means, and it's killing me. I have 0 clue about what this could mean, but it means something. I can feel it.
I have no idea, but it is weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah. I hope next episode when they find her body, they find that and they're like, weird. Why isn't this the same?
Yeah, that's going to be an inconsistency to keep in mind.
Or maybe, I don't know if this fully makes sense. Okay. What if everyone's letter starts off like that, and then after the killing's done, they scratch out everyone else's name with the blood of the victim over the picture, and then it kind of becomes like so as to not like kind of to cover up their tracks. Like, this is a warning to be like, you're next, because she's already been picked, so you're definitely next.
Maybe?
I don't know if that fully works, because Tom Clancy was also like that, and I don't know.
Yeah. But
That's
he wasn't, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think it tracks Tumo.
Yeah. But then we get her truth card, which is as follows.
Oh.
Is it true you threw acid on a girl? Is it true you dragged a friend into getting an abortion, ending a life before it even began? Fake campus star fits you so perfectly.
Jesus fuck. Okay, first of all, your body, your choice. So like, if anyone got an abortion and wanted to, that's their prerogative. However, if she
I don't think the
pressured,
person wanted. I think they're.
I don't think so. I think they're saying that she like pressured a friend into it.
I'm wondering if maybe it was even not a friend, and it's because, oh, I forget what episode, where they were talking about like her boyfriend like cheated on her, and like she went after the girl who went after it.
Yeah.
What if it's the girl who cheated on her with her boyfriend, and she got pregnant via her boyfriend, and she wanted to abort the baby?
Maybe. If they're a similar, if they're part of the same incident, then 100% that's.
I have no idea. The girl looked the same in the picture, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and she also throws acid on girls, which is like,
yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
So she calls Shireen, and she's like, answer.
She doesn't answer. Oh, she called Shireen immediately.
So did Tonkla.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting that Tar, when he got his, called Champ.
Called Champ. Oh. Oh.
And she thinks it's Shireen. She's like, what's the game are you playing? Like, thinking it's Shireen. Similar to how Tar thought it was Champ.
Yeah.
So she looks and takes out her dare card. And the two names on the dare card, which we now learn is someone you can pretty much kill next via.
Yep.
The two names are Jay and Shireen.
And I could tell just by the way she was angrily circling a name. Shireen didn't answer her phone, so she was like, well, fuck you then.
Yeah, she circles Shireen, I guess. We don't see her do it, but we find out later.
We find out later, but she definitely did, yeah.
Yeah. And then back with Jade and in Cummins' room. Jade is there to help him treat his wounds. And he's like, let me do what I can do. And he's like, no, I want to do it. And he treats his wounds. Changes the bandage. And he thanks him. And he's like, without you, I'd be in real trouble. And he's like, you should probably take your shirt off so I can apply the medicine.
You know, just cause.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. Then we're in the bathroom.
Oh, we're in the bathroom. Dude, I was fucking scared because you see the like frosted glass behind her.
Dude, the glass behind her. I was like, wait, we're gonna see like a.
If someone did that, I literally would have like been so fucking scared. I would have hid behind my blanket. Like that kind of shit scares the fuck out of me. I was like, please don't do that.
Anyway, Belle is in the bath. She has some like champagne or wine or whatever the fuck she's drinking.
She's chilling, yeah. She's relaxing herself after a stressful day of getting a truth or dare letter.
Yeah. And it seems like she has a migraine or something. Because she starts,
I mean, I would after all that. Are you thinking of something else?
Ketamine?
But from where?
Well, she's having a bottle of whatever the fuck she's having.
Ketamine's not liquid, unless you put it in there, but like...
I don't know, it just seems weird, because she's like, it's just like, they're like, we're like, oh god, I have a headache. Or something.
Maybe. Something to know, okay.
But then the door opens. And she's like, who was that? And she's like, Shireen, you bitch, stop playing. Which is funny, because she just circled her name.
Yeah.
Knowing this is real, because two of her friends are dead. And she thinks she just walked in?
Girl, no. Girl, no.
She's like, whatever. She shuts her eyes trying to go back to her relaxation. She's like, oh, you just love messing with me, don't you?
Oh, dear.
A shadow is over her head. And she's like, oh, trying to get back to sleep. She opens her eyes and sees Smiles in a new mask.
Welcome, Smiles, and a new mask. That's interesting.
Yes.
That is very interesting. Write that down. Okay.
Yeah, and
a new mask.
Smiles says, truth or dare. And she's like, who are you? What do you want from me? She's panicking. We get a first-person shot from Smiles' perspective.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Very cool.
And she's like, get out or I'll call the police. And Smiles, not really phased.
No.
Crouches down next to her.
You don't have your phone on you, and there's a
her
giant,
phone's right
like,
next to her,
masked...
but Smiles grabs her hair.
Yeah.
I think
you're not gonna do that in time. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And she's begging, please let me go. I already chose there. I chose there. I chose Shireen.
Yup.
And Smiles is like, shut up.
Too late. Someone chose you.
It's too late. Someone already picked you.
Mm-hmm. Someone picked you first. Ooh.
And she's like, who? Who chose me?
I'm guessing Donkman.
I will say, in this show, we do see like the kind of like a little bit of like the chin of the person of Smiles.
Oh, do we?
Doesn't really help out all that much because it's
probably not. Unless we line up everybody's chins from that angle next to the picture.
And Smiles saying, this is how it feels before you die. It's the pain of being betrayed. Just like what you did to Pufai.
Yup. Which cemented 2 killers for me.
Yep. She's like, I'm sorry, and pours acid all over Belle. She's screaming. She's flailing around the tub as acid is getting poured all over her. And she is dying. And we come back to Jade and Kamin.
Why not? Yes, after that horrific scene.
Which I love because it takes me back to the first episode where Kamin tells Jade, crime never rests, why should the police? And here
fair enough.
You could say resting or relaxing as Belle's getting murdered.
Resting, relaxing, pre-fucking, like
as Belle is getting murdered. Like
as Belle is getting gruesomely murdered.
And it really proves that point. And I'm jumping into this BL wise. This could possibly be the issue that kind of maybe temporarily breaks him up. Because Kamin starts realizing that Jade's a distraction for him. And people keep dying.
He's like, someone else is dead while I was chilling.
Yeah, so that's what I think, relationship-wise moving forward maybe might happen.
I see that, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so anyway, he's treating his back. And, he's like, look, we'll go investigate Belle tomorrow. And follow up the evidence. And had they done it tonight... Like, I'm wondering if this is actually gonna be like a thing, and I kind of hope it is because like it would implement.
It seems like it could be. Story. Yeah, it
and Kamin's character
seems like
as well
it could
that
be.
We know, like very work focused.
Oh yeah.
And Jade's like, yeah, let me finish dressing your wound. I never dressed anyone's wound before. And Kamin's like, don't worry, I can do it by myself. And he takes the wound cream, but like his hand there is too, so he also takes his hand as well.
Yeah.
And Jade's like, I don't care about my own wounds. You're the first I've treated.
Ooh. Neglecting self-care for me? OMG, you shouldn't have.
As they're both pulling the wound cream, Jade's eyes go right to Kamin's chest.
Oh my god.
He does eventually look up at him, but then back down. But that is lifts. So it's like lower. And he leans in very slowly, and right as the lifts touch, Kamin backs away.
Wow.
And there's like a long pause before Kamin makes a move and kisses him back. Which honestly, during that whole pause, I was like literally holding my breath. I was like, oh!
And I was like,
yeah. So then they start making out, presumably have sex, based off the end credit scene. Which we talk about, which I'm assuming is the following morning. Jade and Kamin are having breakfast. They're eating. And Jade, wanting to know like what the deal was with last night. He's like, hey, let me ask you. Do you think the two of us could be more than coworkers?
Friends with
benefits. And Kamin's like, friends with benefits.
Fair enough.
And he's like, no, that's not what I meant. Besides, I don't even like buffets. Which I thought was really funny. And Kamin's like, okay, then that's situationship.
Yeah.
And Jade's like, okay, well, hypothetically, let's say one day you lose control and start liking me. You start liking me.
You, of course.
You, of all people, between the two of us, is gonna be you, hypothetically.
Oh, for sure.
Sure. And come in like spits and he's like, impossible.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, if anyone's falling for anyone.
And he's like, why not? We're both single. We're together all the time. I'm pretty handsome. After he does a little like pose, like he almost does like the thinker or whatever that statue is.
Yeah. Nerd.
He's like, wouldn't you fall for me a bit? And Kamin's like, look, if I had to like you, I'd rather like a dog. And he's like, well, what kind? Golden Retriever.
I'd put Golden Retriever.
Yeah, for sure.
He's very Golden Retriever.
But he's like, no, a Temple Dog. And that ends the episode. MVP for the episode?
Whoa, MVP. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I don't really know, bro. I don't know if I have one. Oh my god, I don't know mine.
It's a bit of a stretch, but I
mine only works as MVP if my suspect is right, so I have no idea if this is...
Okay, do you want me to say mine first, then I'll explain mine?
Yeah.
I'm saying Tonkla.
Okay.
And that's because, for the sole purpose of, he saved his own ass by letting Smiles kill Belle.
Yeah.
Like,
and he also thought about it too.
Yeah.
He took the time to go, who should I circle?
I don't know if that's really what he wanted per se, but it's definitely what happened. And I couldn't really think of anyone else.
I'll agree with you on that, because I'm not even sure about mine, and honestly, mine could only work if I'm right about my suspect. So it's a conditional one. So, and I'll tell you why when we go through my suspects. Oh, okay, speaking of,
so let's grab the murder board.
Murder board flying in. Okay. I have a blank spot on the murder board because, as previously stated, I do believe there are 2 killers at the moment.
Right.
But I have no idea who one of them is, so I've left it blank for now because I thought about it as an afterthought. Okay.
Holy
murder
crap,
board.
That's a lot.
I've reworked this shit. Okay, no lie. Like it's beautiful, and I'm very proud of it. So in the reworked version, I do have the first murder up here with Pufai. I have everything listed: her cause of death, her dating, her best friend, all that shit. Let's see. Down we have the Smiles murders, which is going to be a separate section. I've also left space for more because I'm assuming there's going to be more. Possibly.
I mean, so far we are literally 3 episodes in and 3 deaths have happened. So
exactly, there's been a death an episode. So, yeah.
Which means these kids will not survive.
Yeah, if none of them survive, I won't be shocked, but I will have to make that a bigger section.
Yeah.
So we have Tar's cause of death, which is blood loss, and Belle's, which is acid ? Because we haven't been confirmed it yet. The other 2 were confirmed by the Emmy, but we don't actually know yet. But I'm assuming it's acid. I also rewrote the timeline at the bottom. The timeline at the bottom looks much more clean, and you can fucking read it now. So it's very nice. I also added to the timeline. Let's see. Partygoers are given a sedative as the prank from Shireen and Belle. Not Belle. Pufai. So, but that's assumed. But it seems like that's what happened. So I've added that to the timeline. So I should probably take Champ off of my secondary suspects list because of he was listed in the Smiles letters. But also I had another thought. What if there are 2 Smiles? Smiles had a different mask.
Well, the mask is digital.
Oh, it's digital. Oh,
obviously, do you not see? I watched it behind the scenes, and you see he changes to like random ass shit, like literally on like with a phone. It's like, dude, look, I have a face. It's digital.
Fair enough. I did not know that. Okay,
you didn't know,
okay,
so it looked like a fucking computer.
I know, but I thought it was like just a fun light up mask. I didn't fucking know. Ow! I've lost shit. Okay, let's not lose the murder board. I've also just like partially erased part of my timeline down there. That's really fun. Okay, so Champ is in the secondary suspects list because he has been hesitant to talk. He's had a very cavalier attitude about the deaths. He's possibly seeing Shireen and now maybe Belle as well, from what we've been talking about. And he's been, pushing that his father's an MP and he can get away with fucking anything. So he is in this secondary suspects list, whether he's in the letters not as a like saying me or anything like that or whatever. I also put Jay in my secondary suspects list. Just as a possibility. He seems to be popping in on everyone's shits, being very, you know, caring and helpful. And I don't know. That seems like it could be a possible thing.
What I thought was going to happen later this episode was Tonghua was going to die, and it was going to conveniently be one of the, like, in between the 2 hours when the cops weren't there, and the only person who would really know that would have been Jay outside. Would have been Jay. Two. So that's what I thought was going to happen. Then I would have really been nailing it on Jay, but because that didn't happen, at least yet.
Yeah, at least yet.
Who knows? But, like, I would have been suspicious of Jay too. Right now, I'm still like, he seems nice, which is suspicious, but like...
It's honestly, the only reason I find it suspicious is because of the show in general and the way it's portraying it, not necessarily because of the clues we'd be getting in the show.
Right.
So, like, it's very much like a just going off of vibes, and I think I said that last week too, but that's literally the only reason he's there. So apologies, Jay, if you have nothing to do with this. But the investigation goes where it must. I'll also just mention that in the person of interest section, I've made that smaller just so I could put 3 people there. I only have 2 people at a time in the secondary suspects list. And then no information next to the persons of interest, but I do put little bits of information next to all of the suspects. I've also got a section for the truth or dare letters. Who has received them and who has not. So we have Tar, Bell, and Tonghua have received truth or dare letters. Everyone else is currently NA because they have not. I also have my blank section of prime suspect in parentheses who killed Pufai, because maybe 2 killers.
Right.
And in our prime suspect who is Smiles section, I have Chireen, who I am like 80% sure of after episode 3. But that could be a total fake out. I don't know. But she has the most evidence against her. And by that, I mean she has like the least popping up about her, which is what's suspicious. Let me go through that. So she's Pufai's best friend. She's not mentioned in any of the truth letters so far. Only in the dares as, like, being a possible circle. She wasn't mentioned in any of the, but Chireen did this and you covered it up. Nothing so far. There have only been, like, 2 or 3 truth or dare letters that we've seen, you know, the paragraph of. But still, the fact that she hasn't popped up is very odd. She was not picked from the dare letter we saw of Tonghua, which is a little suspicious to me, because just before it was mentioned to us that Tonghua really liked the fact that Belle hit on him and kept her around for that reason, and actually liked, I don't know, he liked her in some sort of way, and so he was fine with covering shit up for her because he liked her. However, whether she meant to or not, Chireen influenced Tonghua's decision by being, like, super stressed on the phone, being like, I didn't kill Pufai. If we did that with the drug, I didn't mean to. Oh, God. And she started, like, stressing out, and it made him go, okay, chill. Thank you for telling me. And then suddenly, Belle's name was circled and not Chireen's, which was not something I would have noticed, because it was mentioned previously that he not necessarily liked Belle, but he preferred Belle in a way. And then 2 seconds later, he's circling her name to die next.
Right.
Weird. So whether she meant to or not, she influenced him choosing Belle to die. She conveniently weaseled her way out of that, whether she did it on purpose or not. And she is possibly seeing Champ, as is Belle, and she drugged the partygoers. She could, like, it may have been Pufai's idea, but if it was Pufai's idea, that could have been her opportunity to seize of, like, I don't know, a bunch of other shit. Which makes more sense for the Pufai, who killed Pufai section, but, like, still. Something to note. So, she was one of the people who drugged the partygoers. There's a lot of shit against her, and by which I mean, there isn't anything against her. Because no one is mentioning that she did anything. Aside from us maybe going, ooh, is she seeing Champ? That's all she has against her at the moment, which is weird. That, like, she's in this friend group and there's nothing suspicious against her that's mentioned in the truth or dare letters, which means the person making the truth or dare letters, aka Smiles, could be leaving her out going, no. She didn't do anything wrong. It's all these other people that did wrong. Which would make sense if she was Smiles. So, that is why Chireen is my top suspect. I feel like there's a lot of evidence against her in that way. So, there's a big gaping hole and she's in it. So,
right.
How about you? Who is your main suspect?
I agree. I think it's Shireen too.
Hell fucking yeah.
I have some more evidence to add to incriminate Shireen, I guess, is what we could say. A few things. One is that as Smiles is killing Belle, she says, "This is what it feels like right before you die. This is what it feels like to be betrayed." And Belle did just circle Shireen's name, putting her on the hit list.
Ooh, fair enough.
Or the betrayal could also be Belle was sleeping with Champ. The jacket.
That could be it as well. Yep, the jacket. Oh, fair enough. She's like, "You're sleeping with Champ?"
There. If
she's like, "No, I'm sleeping with Champ."
Yeah, she's supposed to be sleeping with Champ. You know, if Belle's sleeping with Champ, she's like, "Oh, well, that's betrayal. This is what it feels like. Acid."
Oh.
And another big one that I was talking about earlier was how Champ knows everything.
Yep. I thought that too when you mentioned it.
What if Champ's like low-key, like,
telling
psychotic her. And has like a whole notebook or like room filled with like every time he hears something about his friend, he's like, "I'll write this down as blackmail or leverage." He has the notebook, all the info. And Shireen, who seems to be very close with him, could have stumbled across that. And it's gonna be like one of the things where like maybe in like episode 8 or 9 or one of the episodes, they're gonna discover that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it's Champ, arrest his ass." And then it's gonna actually be Shireen. Because she, close to Champ, found it out. And that's how she gets all her info.
I thought it was gonna be less serious than her finding a notebook and shit like that. I thought it would be just him being so like nonchalant about the shit that goes on in their lives because he's an MP son and feels like he can get away with everything. He probably feels chill about fucking all this shit that's been going on with his friends. He probably sleeping with her, thinking that, and her thinking, "Oh, we're so close." He probably was just like, "Oh my god, so yeah, Tonkla did do this thing," and like just mentioned it in passing or some shit because he doesn't really care that much about it. She could have all the information because she's been sleeping with him and have all this ammunition against her friends. And more on what you said about how everyone could be pointing it towards Champ at the end could be her like final bow in a way if she ends up being the killer of like, there goes everyone, and now Champ has been sleeping with Belle, fuck you, now you're the one who's guilty for all of this shit. And
yeah,
oh, if so, that's like fucking psychotic. Like that. But also, as previously mentioned, she is Pufai's best friend, and if someone did kill Pufai that wasn't her, she could be getting revenge for her easily.
Right. I am curious. You mentioned the whole like, Shireen's been on both cards so far with Belle and Tonkla.
She has.
I want to see Tar's dare card. We never saw his dare card, did we?
We never saw the dare card. No.
I'm curious if her name was on that too. Like who his options were.
Ooh, I want to know.
Because if Shireen was there, that would actually add a lot of it. If it's like, oh, if you circle Shireen, you die.
Yeah.
Whereas like, and that would kind of be like a pretty big hint. I don't know.
And honestly, well, we haven't seen Belle's body yet. However, if it doesn't have a truth card stabbed through her or anything like that, then I'm wondering if Tar didn't circle anyone's name. I'm thinking that's what happened since no one died after Tar.
Happened. Because
no one
didn't circle truth or dare, he says truth.
Fair enough. Because like they came to talk to him because I was like, "You never sent me a fucking dare card, so what are you picking?
Yeah.
Pick something." So I'm thinking that might be what happened. So it may not matter who was on his card, but if Shireen is on his card as well, that's suspicious. I don't know if it's it's suspicious against her and for her. Like I'm trying, like it's something to note at the very least.
Yeah.
Ooh, episode 3, and we already have a pretty solid suspect for the moment.
Yeah, we're both on the line of who it could be. So
yeah,
that's good to know. Well, that was our recap of Dare You to Death, episode 3.
Yeah.
Join us next week where we will be recapping Dare You to Death, episode 4.
Woo.
So we will see you all then.
See you then.